Hi. Today we're going to be going over how to add blog posts to your WordPress website. So we're starting in the back end of our WordPress website, and we're going to navigate over to posts in the left sidebar, and you'll see when you hover over it there are 4 options here, and from the top down you can see all the posts that are currently on your website. You can add a new blog post. You can edit the categories for the blog posts, or you can edit the tags for the blog posts. So we're going to start by going to all posts, and here you'll be able to see all the posts on our WordPress website. So here you can see the title of the post, who posted it, the categories that the post belongs to, the tags tied to the post, how many people commented on the post, and the date it was published. So when you hover over the title of the post, you'll see there are some quick options down here, and you can either edit the details of the blog post, you have some quick edit options, you can trash the post, or you can view it as it looks on your website. So if you go to quick edit, you'll see that you can change some of the details of the post, like the title, the URL. You can change the date that it was posted. You can change who the author of the post was. You can add a password to the post so that when someone comes to the post from your website, they would have to enter a password to see it. You can change the categories the post belongs to. You can add some tags to the post so that when someone types in a tag in the search bar, if your website has search functionality, they'll be able to find the post. You can enable or disable comments and pings on the post. You can change whether it's published on your website yet or not. And you can make the post sticky, meaning that on the blog section of your website, this post will always stay at the top of the list. Just make sure if you make any changes over here that you click update so that all your changes are saved. But for now, we're going to take a look at this existing post, and we're going to go into the edit settings. So from here, you'll be able to see what a post looks like all set up. And from the top down, we're going to start with the title. You have the title over here, and you have the permalink or the URL of the post. And here you can change the URL by clicking edit and typing in whatever URL you want it to be. The main base URL always stays the same, and you just change the part of the URL that affects this post. If you don't see the edit button over here, you may need to change your permalink settings, which we'll go over in another video. Down here you have the content of the post, and it kind of works the same way any word editor does, like Microsoft Word. You can go in and add some pictures to the post. You can format the text by highlighting it and changing the text over here. You can make it bold and italic. You can add lists. You can change the alignment of the content of the post. You can add links, and you have a full array of options over here. On the right side, from the top down, you can change the status of the post, whether it's published on your site or if it's a draft or pending review. And if it's not published and you set it to one of these options, then the post won't be visible on the site. You can also make it, you can change the visibility of the post. So you can make it public, you can make it password protected, or you can make it private. And you can change the date that the article was posted by changing the settings here for the date and time. The format of the post, you can change it if you have a specific content that's being used in the post and you want to change it to, let's say, a gallery if you're showing off images, a video if you're showing off video. It doesn't really affect much when it comes to the post itself. Personally, I think it links more to the way Google sees it, but typically you're going to be sticking to the standard post format. And down here you have categories where you can assign your blog to a specific category. So here are the ones we have set up right now. If you wanted to add a new category, you can just click add new category, and you can add the category here. and just click add new category. If this category is going to be a nested category, meaning that let's say we set up a category here and we set up one called food, and now we wanted to put this post in a category called pizza. So pizza is a subset of food, so we would click parent category and click the parent, which would be food, and it will automatically be added to both categories. Down here we have tags, which we can use so that this post can be found using the search function of your website, if your website supports search. So from here we'll add a couple of tags. We'll add my first post. So if anyone searches my first post, they'll find this blog. And finally, we have the featured image of the blog post. So this is the image when people are sharing the blog or they post it on social media or anywhere else on the internet. This picture is going to be the one that represents the post. So we want to make sure that we pick an image that's relevant to the blog post. And right here I have two demo images that I'll be using. So I'll select this one as a featured image, and now once everything's completed, we'll click update, and now we can click the link to see our post. So the way this website's set up, it puts the featured image along the top of the blog post, but you'll see that now our wording for the blog post is bold. Here are our tags and our categories, and this is our post. So now this was editing an existing post, so now we'll take a look at if you want to add a new post. So there are different ways that you can start a new post. For example, up here you have your administrative toolbar, and you can hover over the new option and click post, and you'll get to this page where you can create a new post. You can also hover over posts in the sidebar of the back end and click add new to get here also. And the add new post works the same way as the edit post. It's the same exact page. So you would add your title here, let's say, and you would add your content here, and we can also add an image into the content of the post. And I'll actually show you how to add a new image to the website. If you click add image, here you'll see all the images in the media library tab that you ever added to the website. All the images will be included here. If you wanted to add a new image, you would click upload files, and you would click select files, and then you can select an image from your computer. So let's add this photo, and we'll include that here. And you can also drag and drop how big you want the image to be. In this case, the image doesn't want to resize, but you can also change the sizing from the edit button and change the size over here of the image if we wanted to make it a medium size. You can also use this section to have the image linked to something if you want it to be a clickable link, and you can change the alignment over here by choosing these options along the top, and you can give the image a caption or an alternative text, which is text that shows once the image is hovered over, or for anyone that's using screen reader software, this is what shows up instead of the image. So we can update the image. We want that it's small, and let's say we'll put it in the pizza category, the food category, just for an example, and the permalink looks good. And we'll add some tags. We'll also tag this my first post, And let's add a featured image. We'll use the same image as the featured image as well. And keep in mind, depending on the theme that you have set up for your website, some themes use the featured image in addition to the image in the actual post. Some only show the images in the post. So make sure you play around with it to see what works best for you and for your theme. So once this is finished, we'll click publish. And now you'll see up here that our post has been published. If we go to view post, here's our main image, our featured image, and here's our blog post. So now we've successfully created our first official blog post for our new website.